Hare Krishna. So welcome to everyone. After gap of 2 weeks, we went to the Yatra to Srirangam, Kumbakonam and Tanjavur and we came back. So we are going to continue studying from the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the verse number 9, 10 and 11. Yeah. Verse number 9, 9th chapter. Nachamam tani karmani Nibadhanti dhananjaya Udasina vadasinam Asaktam teshu karmashu. Verse number 10. Mayadhyakshena prakritihi Suyate sacharacharam Hetunanena kaunteya Jagat viparivartate. Verse number 11. Avajananti ma moda Manushim tanumashritam Param bhavam ajananto Mama bhuta maheshwaram. Verse number 9. Mam tani sarvani nibadhanti dhananjaya udasinatad asinam asaktam teshu karmashu. O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Verse number 10. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and unmoving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. Verse number 11. Fools deride me when I descend in the human form. They do not know my transcendental nature as a supreme Lord of all that be. So these three verses, very, very powerful of verses of 9th chapter, Lord Krishna summarizes his own supremacy. Yeah. Why does Lord start speaking that the work in this world cannot bind me? Because in the previous verses, if you see, Lord Krishna compared his supremacy of controlling this entire world by giving an example of he is like a sky, because sky is unlimited and the wind operates within the sky. Wind, though powerful, it cannot cross the sky. It is always subordinate to the sky. Wind is subordinate to the sky, right? What is moving? Wind is moving or sky is moving? Wind. Sky is always peaceful. Sky is always accommodating. Although there are turbulences within the wind and it forms a cloud, showers, rain, and all those activities are happening. Under the midst of all the activities, the proprietor of everything is remaining peaceful. Yeah. So Krishna gave the example of sky and the wind. So now Lord Krishna says, although he is supreme, he creates everything in this world, he is completely detached from the results of the activities of this world. For example, let us say Ramesh Prabhu creates a beautiful mansion in Mysore. Yeah, looking majestic with the pillars decorated with jewels and emeralds, and he's a GST commissioner, though he didn't take a single rupee. But I'm just giving an example for the sake of example. Yeah. And entire walls are all glittering with jewels, gold, silver. Doors are filled with silver doors. Yeah. So does Ramesh Prabhu says, it's okay, yaar, I created it, just I'm living it, I'm going. As soon as you create it, normally what happens, the tendency is you become attached to it. You become attached to it and you start seeing if there is a little scratch in the door, silver door, The heart starts belling. Whoa! What happened? Yeah, I still remember my initial days when I bought my Maruti Swift, right? I just got my Maruti Swift and I was picking it up. And that day evening was a program in Pune camp. Yeah. So I had just come from Australia and, driving in India is crazy. I just, took the Maruti, and one brahmachari was sitting behind, very, very philosophical, and he was giving detachment and everything. And I was just going into the Maruti Swift, going to the camp, and the main road which connects to the MG road, it was little uppish. And, I put the brake. When I took the handbrake out, it started sliding backward. I myself didn't know what's happening. And there was a lorry behind which had a, like a thorns, like a elephant tusk, right? As soon as it went, both horns went inside. And car is not at all moving, and I'm seeing what is happening. And when I came out, car and the lorry both are attached, and someone had to come and pull it out, and my heart was aching. My goodness, I bought this car, new car, brand new car, and the brahmachari is elated. Philosophy, oh, see, Prabhu, you need to be detached, Prabhu, what you are saying. And I was going crazy. I just bought. So, whatever you do in this world, normally thing is that you become attached. And it pains. When I was in Sydney, I went into a rental room underground. And upstairs was, his name is Umesh. He was the owner of 3 Australia Post Office. And he was like a businessman. He gave me the rent for $200 or $150 per week or something. I started living there, and it was a brand new apartment house. Below that was underground was a room with attached toilet and a balcony and everything. And he used to come every 2 days once, 3 days once to check, auditing any scratches in the walls, any scratches in the doors. Once what happened, I was eating prasad, and the milkshake went into the wall. Somehow or the other, it spilled. And the wall was with milkshake, and I was scared. He was like a brutal guy, brutal. And I just took the wet wipers, yeah, and just wiped it. No matter what I did, one small lane was just going like this. 3 days later, my goodness, when he came, Krishna, he used to call me Krishna. Don't you know the culture? You are not supposed to eat. And what happened to here? And I said, mistakenly the, milkshake fell over the wall. I don't like all these things. I have kept this house like this. He was so attached to it, and he was shouting and shouting and shouting. Yeah. And normally, whenever we do create anything in this world, yeah, for example, if you're newly married couple, you keep on polishing the face of your wife. Oh, beautiful. And you just want to protect her. Yeah, don't want anyone to see. Yeah. So anything you own in this world, you have a tendency to become attached. Yesterday, I was seeing my our opposite, owner of the house, yeah, our opposite neighbor. He bought a brand new, very, very large car. He normally used to just keep his old car just on the roadside. If anyone comes and rubs it, he never used to care. 2 days old car. He came out of this one. He was wearing the slipper, and the road was little wet. Then as soon as he came out, he was entering, he opened the door, he took out the slipper and put it in the car. And his leg became wet. He took out his clothes. He started wiping his feet before entering into the car. I said, Manju, what happened? Oh, new car. I don't want to get messed up inside. Yeah. So normally anything you create in this world, you become so attached to it, and your entire life will be rolling around these newly created things. But Lord Krishna is saying, Nachamam tani karmani nibadanti dhananjaya. Though I created this entire material world, none of these activities in this world ever going to make me sad or make me happy. I'm completely detached from this entire activities of this world. He gives an udasinavat asinam. Udasina. Asina means what? Take your seat, right? You say asinavat. Yeah, you take your seat, please. Yeah. Udasina means asina. It's such a beautiful Sanskrit. Asina means sitting. Asina also means completely engaged in managing the entire universal affairs. Udasina, he is not at all attached to it, completely indifferent from it. Udasinavad asinam asaktam teshu karmashu. Sakta means connected, asakta, completely uninterested, though he takes care of everything. See, for example, if you are not interested in our work, what do? We just throw it out. We don't even come and think, oh, it should be done like this, it should be done. If you are not connected to a project, you don't even care what is happening, right? But Lord Krishna, though he is disconnected from this world, but he is completely engaged and takes care of the universal affairs of this world. He is connected, yet he is disconnected. What a mystery of Supreme Lord. That's why one of the 6 opulences of the Lord is renunciation. There's a verse, right? Aishwarya Samagrasya, Virasya, Yashasa Shriya, Vairagyam, Chapi Yukto, Sadhir, Bhaga Iti Ganaha. Yeah? So basically, the 6 opulences Lord has Virasya. He is powerful. He is detached. He is beautiful. Yeah, most beautiful, most opulent. Yeah. So Aishwarya se Samagrasya means complete. Yeah. Someone has 1 million, someone has 1 billion, someone has 1 trillion. But one cannot say, I have everything of this world, right? Even Ambani cannot claim, I have everything of this world. Or even that second war, the richest today, yeah? He cannot even claim that I own everything in this world. But Lord, Supreme Lord, all the opulences of this world belongs to him. Yet he is completely detached, renounced. Yeah? And he is, most famous personality in this world, yeah? So all these 6 opulences, which when they are in complete, that is Supreme Bhagavan. We are all like a small salt water, although we are qualitatively having the similar nature, but small salt water drop is insignificant compared to the entire ocean of salt, right? Yeah. So Nachamam Tani Karmani Nibadanti Dhananjaya Udasinavat Asinam Asaktam Teshu Karmashu. Though it looks like, it's okay, Lord Krishna is saying he is detached. It is okay, let him be detached. It is not easy. How is it possible? It's very, very important to understand. Does that mean that Lord is careless? No, Lord is not careless. He has created this entire material world. The laws are made so at a precision. It's said that, right? Though the mills grind slowly, but it grinds surely. Yeah, everyone what they go through have to actually pass through. We need to understand. Though Lord has given this entire universal world to the material, the nature, the laws that is governing, who is the lawmaker? Lord is the lawmaker. Just like the companies have law, who made the law? Law is made by the company owner, right? So, does law bind the company owner? No. Company owner is beyond the laws. Similarly, Lord Krishna, though he has made the laws of this entire material world, he stays beyond. It is not that Lord is careless. Asaktam, not interested, doesn't mean that he is careless. Just for example, parents, how many of you have children? Most of you, yeah? For example, you take your child to the school, and your child is crying, yeah? And he says, I don't want to go, Mama. It is cruel. How can be so cruel? How can be so negligent that you are kicking me to the school? And parents push the child into the gate of the school, and the teacher come, hold the child, and they just pull into the school. And looking at the veracity in which the teachers are handling the child, does parent think that what a cruelty is going on in the school? They understand that this is needed for the child to actually advance in his own life. So, a understandable parents thinks that the teacher is responsible to handle the children. There is one song, right? I was just trying to recollect. दुनिया बनाने वाले क्या तेरे मन में समाए, काहे को दुनिया बनाई तूने, काहे को दुनिया बनाई. Once someone becomes dejected, right? There was one friend, he had come. His teacher passed away 2 days, 2 weeks back. He had put such a nasty quote, right? What kind of God you are? What did my teacher do? Why did you kill him? So we need to understand, just like parents give the responsibility of the children to the teachers, and teacher handle the children, and parents understand that the need of the hour of the child is teachers. Or for example, if the student is suffering, if the child is suffering, yeah, from some disease, and it has a severe stomach ache, yeah. For example, Venu Prabhu had his father having gallbladder, right? Gallbladder, right? Yeah. So they took you take them to the doctor, and the parents take the child to the doctor. Child is saying stomach ache, and the father takes, and doctor says he needs to be operated. I'm going to actually split the stomach like Hiranya, the Narshingadev, took out the, yeah. Does the parent say, how cruel are you, doctor? Why are you bringing the knife and splitting the stomach? Parents understand the need of the hour of the child is to remove unwanted things which are there in the stomach, which is causing child to suffer. And they understand they are giving their child under the responsible hands of the doctor. You get what I mean? Similarly, Lord is not careless. Lord has created the laws in this material world. Under the laws of the material world, of all the karma, all the laws which governs, action has an equal and opposite reaction. Yeah, anything you do in this world, none of the creation having a blind eyes. They are all looking into what you're doing. Yeah, Lord has given the entire supervision to the material nature, which, and under the guidance of so many deities, demigods who are taking care of the affairs of the nature. And Lord is relaxed. Owner of the company is not careless. Shares are given to the employees. If salary is coming to the employees, he might be living in a polishable bungalow, but he is not careless. He's affectionate because he takes care of the affairs of this world. Very, very important for us to understand. So, when something happens to us, we start picking up. काहे को दुनिया बनाई तूने, काहे को बच्चा बनाई. So we really need to understand the science to actually appreciate and become grateful to the Lord. Without this science, we will always be whinging. Again, this kahe ko duniya banai, every time. When everything is flourishing, just must the life. There used to be earlier days of Sharabi, right? My father used to be a fan of it because the entire concept of, the Indraprastha, right? Taking the wines are glorified to such an extent. And in the morning used to be the songs, de pyar de re hame pyar de, yeah. And whole day it used to be like, those who were the They used to worship, yeah. And when you are in the glorified time, you just forget about anything happening. It's me, my enjoyment. And when pricks right, who did this? Again, when things are coming, we don't take anyone responsible for that. Do you think, oh, because of you, I'm happy? I'm happy because of me. Understand, it is me who have done. If something happens, what did you do? Yeah. So this is always our mindset is so conditioned to this kind of thought processes. We never ever have that gratefulness to understand. Yeah, that's why it's very very important to understand the science behind the creation and the Lord. Without that, we will not be able to understand and appreciate Lord's presence in this world. Why Lord is Udasinam? Because just like, for example, president comes to the prison. So she goes to a prison. Is she part of the prison? Is she controlled by the rules and regulations of the prison? No. Did she enter into the prison because she was forced to enter into the prison? No. She had her own desire. Let me see what is happening in Kargil jail. Yeah. So she just entered and saw what's happening to the prisoners, what is the health state of the prisoners, how they are living, and how everything is operating in the prison. But is the prison or prisoners are voluntarily welcomed inside the prison? Oh, I like to go into the prison. I like this room number 7. Please open it. Let me enter into. How many of us tell this? Huh? No one likes to enter into the prison. Just forget about the prison room. You don't have a choice to pick which room number you want to enter into. I like 420. Please place me into the 420 room. No. Yeah, I'm going to give you the room. Pick it up. Don't shout. Yeah. You cannot demand anything. We are thrown into the prison. But president, is he thrown into the prison? According to her own will, she chooses and enters into the prison. This is the supremacy of the president. This is the conditioning of the prisoner. So, just like that, Supreme Lord is like the president. And we are like a prisoner who have no choice in this world. We have to enter into it. Without any choice, we have come down into this material world. Happiness comes, be grateful. Difficulties come, be strengthful to cross over it. Develop as a personality. Yeah? That is very, very important. If you are just saying, I only want happiness, I don't want misery, we are hypocrites. Yeah. So we really need to understand the supremacy of the Lord from this verse. Although Lord creates everything in this world, He is completely indifferent from it. Just like the parents become indifferent when they push their children to the school. Parents become indifferent when they actually take their children to the operation theater. Why they become indifferent? Because they understand that they have given their children under the hands of an able master. Similarly, Krishna has arranged all the facilities in this world for our own growth. If entire happiness are there, filled with happiness in our life, we will never learn. We learn many times, most times when we are put into difficulties. We learn the life lessons when you are put into difficulties. We really need to understand this. Yeah. Otherwise, we will keep on saying, what is happening to me? What is happening to me? So Lord Krishna next verse says, Maya Dhyakshena Prakritihi Suyate Sa Charachanan. Doesn't matter whether it's a moving or unmoving in this world, anything in this world, it is completely taken care under the Maya Adhyakshena, under my supervision. One of the energies of me, Lord Krishna says, one of the energies, what is the energy? This material nature. So Lord has, just like the president has his own palatial bungalow, he's not going to get attached. Wow, yaar, this 420 room in the jail looks so fabulous. Let me get, let me get inside, let me leave there. No. Why? Because president knows that he has a, glittering palace where she can stay there, and, thousands of, the servants are helping her and maintain this entire palace. Similarly, Lord Krishna comes to this material world. Though material world looks very, very glittering for the conditioned soul like us. For example, a prisoner, if he has not seen anything outside the prison, he will always start polishing his prison room. Wow, so nice. So warden comes. So you are so, sincere. So, you are taking care of prison so nicely. Tell me what you want. Sir, can you put a plasma TV in the prison room? I'm really liking it. Because why he's asking it? He doesn't know what is outside. He has no taste of the freedom what is there outside the prison. He is thinking that inside prison everything is fine. Similarly, our condition is like that. We are completely attracted with the glittering walls of this material world. None of us really want to get out. That's why the glory of the Lord is such that there is no walls in this world. There are Tihar jail, there are, what are the other jails, famous jails of this India? The famous Bangalore jail is there, na? Parappan, yeah. So many prisons, and they have put such a lengthy wall so that none of the prisoners escape from it. No matter how much height of the wall, prison wall is, every prisoner makes a plan to get out of the prison. But material world, absolutely there is no prison walls. No one wants to go out. Though there are no walls, there's the opportunity to get out of this material world, but everyone are busy. That is the mystic power of Lord Krishna. Yeah. He has given the science Bhagavad Gita to help us out to understand futility of this material world, so that we all think about what is there outside, so that we can actually get out of this. But everyone are busy. No matter a billionaire, if his child is quadrupled, he is not going to ask the question, why is it so? I'm so powerful in this world. I can control anything in this world with my money power. I cannot bless my child. He will never ask. He's completely immersed in the activities of this world. This is the fate of the living entities like us. Yeah? But Lord, understanding his own supremacy, he never gets attached to this world. Like, for example, a human being, there is a ant going searching for sugar. We look at the ant. Do we become enamored? Let me see the ant. Which girlfriend is searching for? And let me see what is happening. How he's going to lead life. And which bungalow is going to stay. Are we going to bother about? It enters into any hole of the wall. Why are you entering to the door hole? It is my house. Are you going to cry about it? Yaar, go inside, yaar. Enjoy. Lord Brahma sees our life, pathetic life, 100 years. I myself don't know how 48 years have gone already. I still feel like I was going to the school. 48 years gone, another 40, 50 years will go. So Brahma, careless, what is this year? 100 years you are living and you are planning this bungalow, that bungalow, here you want to do. So much of planning. Similarly, Lord is not going to care. 100 years just flies. Yeah. So Udasina Vadasinam, that is the meaning. Lord is not careless. Lord understands the futility of this world. And he has put this entire design, this world, in such a way that we become educated to understand this is futile. Whatever I'm going to do is futile. What is that which can remain permanent? Yeah. We are all, the interest rate is going down. We are all thinking, where should I invest now? If I retire, I will not get any money. Yeah, I might get kicked out. I was speaking to one of my friend in Hong Kong. He was working for a bank, just 3 days back, working for a bank. Fantastic asset manager. He was taking care of the asset management and all these kinds of investing and investment banking and all equities and all those things. I called him. He said, Prabhu, 15 years I worked. I was in Vrindavana. I was just going to Vrindavana, different places. My manager called me, don't even come back. Stay there only. How cruel they can be. They just give me 1 week time. They said 16 tomorrow. Monday is the last day. I worked for them for 15 years. Similarly, anything, all these companies, they embrace you when you are, when you are in good times. When you are bad times, अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं, फिर कब मिलोगे, मत आओ, don't come back again. Yeah. So this is a state of us. Yeah. So mayadhyakshena prakritihi suyate sacharacharan hetunanena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. If you really understand how this material world is working, Lord says there is a science behind it, there is a reason behind it, why everything in this world has the, happiness and distress. You are just in the turbulences of this world. When we understand the reason behind it, we will all be peaceful. Yeah. मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृति सूयते सचराचरन हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय jagat viparivartate. If you really understand the entire material world, it is working under the supervision of me, under my direction. Entire moving and non-moving beings are produced and controlled by, and it is manifested and annihilated again and again and again. This is the supremacy of the Lord. Everyone worships the creation. No one cares about the creator, who is behind it. For example, if a child comes to the home, hot samosas are laying on the table, and the child picks up, eats the samosas, and the mother comes, doesn't even see the mother is existing, and goes to the room. What do we call the child as? He's not even grateful to the mother. Mother, how did you do this? How much time you could have taken this? So when the child goes to the room, doesn't even care about the mother did, how did she did. What is the character of the child? She will never have any values in this world, right? If a child asks, mother, how did you do this? You must have taken a lot of effort to do this. Then sensitivity of the child makes the child conscious. It develops the personality of the child, right? We all appreciate, parents all appreciate a child. We recognize the parents' effort, right? Yeah? Everyone, how many of the parents here? We all recognize if the child reciprocates with us, Daddy, how did you do this? We appreciate. Yeah? If the child doesn't even care, Dad, you have created the wealth, it is for me, you are spending. Who the hell is to do whatever you want? Do the parents, wow, yeah, what a shayari. Do we say that? We get pricked, right? Similarly, every person of this world enjoys the facility of this world and just throws the creator out and enjoys the creation. How creator should feel about, insensitive people who are living in this world? If you really want to become sensitive, we need to read Bhagavad Gita, because otherwise, we will, unless and until we know the glory of the person, we will not care about the person. For example, if a Tendulkar walks in, you are all looking at me. All of a sudden, you will stand up. Someone go and hugs Tendulkar. Someone falls at the Tendulkar feet. Someone holds the Tendulkar arms. And all the selfie and everything, all the business starts happening. A few months back, Gaur Gopal Prabhu had come. I think 1.5 years back. There was a Pushpanjali, the Pushpa Abhishek was going to the happening at the Lord. And Gaur Gopal Prabhu, I told him, don't go out. If you go out, it disturbs the entire festival. I had told him. He got a call, and someone called him that they are waiting at the lodge. He just left. When he left, everyone who was sitting in the Pushpanjali is happening at the deities, they all left and looking at him. Gaurgopal, selfie, here is selfie. We really need to understand, because we got attracted to Tendulkar, because we know the glory of Tendulkar. Today, creator, we don't know the glory of the creator. We are all so insensitive. We are enjoying the facilities, not even recognizing who is behind this creation. This is the pathetic situation of the conditioned living entities like us. My sister was asking, what is conditioned means? Yeah? This is the meaning of conditioned. We don't even recognize. We don't even see that there's a Lord existing. Some people start asking, Lord Krishna came in Dwapar Yuga and came into this world. He behaved like a human being. He went back. Why are you considering as a Supreme Lord? Who was there before? Supreme was existing before Lord Krishna even came. Why are you calling Krishna as Supreme? We don't even understand. The president has a choice freedom to go to any nation, and go and see the affairs of that particular nation and come back to his own country. Similarly, Lord Krishna, who was in Vaikuntha, came to this world in a human form. Lord Krishna, as a Bhagavan, Supreme Bhagavan, is in the human form only in the Vaikuntha Loka. We are the image of the God. God is not the image of human beings. This so much of misconception has gone into. We are actually worshipping God in a human form because we are all humans. We want to see some person, feeling something connected. That's why we have made God according to us. No. This is the reverse. Human beings are made in the image of the Lord. Lord in the Supreme, He is staying in the Vaikuntha. Why does He have to care about any affairs of this material world? Does He own a big shot of the company? Does He care about what is happening? Did the Idli Vada came to the employees on the day, in the morning? Does the Narayan Murthy cares about it? Narayan Murthy has his own business to do. He is not going to see which kind of pizza, crust base you got for Domino's. He is not going to worry about it, yaar. He has a big things to do. Similarly, Lord is not going to care about the things, small things of this material world. He has his own supremacy in which he enjoys in his own world. That's where the 11th verse of Bhagavad Gita speaks. Avajananti mama muda manushim tanumashritah. Lord Krishna says, Avajananti, people of this world don't even understand. Ma muda. This muda means what? Foolish people. Avajananti, they don't even understand who am I. Mom, manushim tanumashritah. Just because I have taken a form of a human being and I have come into this world, they think that I'm an ordinary person. Lord Krishna, he is a Punya Purusha. He has lot of Punya. Lord Krishna doesn't even care about Punya or Papa. Punya or Papa is not binding Lord Krishna himself. This is the previous verse. Nacha mam. Tani karmani nibaddhanti dhananjaya. None of the activities of this material world binds me. None of the Punya binds him. None of the Papa binds him. There is nothing called Punya or Papa for Krishna. Is any punya or papa for a president who is a TR child? Mr. President, you didn't actually stitch 100 pillows. Today you didn't do. You have to stay back. Anyone tells, president has come. None of the rules of the prison is ever going to bind him. So, avajananti mamuda manushim tanumashita. Just because Lord Krishna has taken the form of human being, he is not called Punya Purusha. Punya or Papa is completely, indifferent. Actually, Punya is not going to touch Krishna or Papa is not going to touch Krishna. Krishna is beyond all these things. So we need to really understand, Krishna has little bit more Punya, we are having little bit less Punya. So that's why Lord, He is Lord, we are, we are human beings. These are all incomplete understanding we are getting into because we do not understand the spiritual science at all. Beauty of Lord Krishna is little bit more. My beauty is little bit less. That is why I am a human being, He is God. The entire reservoir of beauty is Lord Krishna. The source of all the beauty is Krishna. So, if the Creator has the power to give aspects of all kinds of attributes of all kinds of creation to anyone. He can say, okay, Venkatesh, you take care of this planet, you run it. Just like, for example, Narayan Murthy comes, you make him, I'm just giving an example. He is not going to make you a president of Infosys just giving idli vada sambar. Just imagine, you serve him nice idli vada sambar. Wow, what a fantastic cook. Go and take care of, 5,000 people in one of the, practice. For him, it's not a big deal. He will just give it away. If he becomes happy, he can just make you a hero from zero. Yeah. Similarly, Lord Krishna, if he is pleased, when he was pleased with Dhruva Maharaj, he gave the Dhruva planet and he said, why are you looking at the kingdom here? Leave it. Take the planet itself. That is the supremacy of Lord. Yeah. So, Manushim Tanumashritam Param Bhavam Ajananto. We don't even understand the supremacy of the Lord. Because He has come into the human form, we think that Lord is little more beautiful than me. Lord is little more powerful than me. The entire reservoir of power is Krishna. Lord is little bit more energetic than me. The entire reservoir of energy is Krishna, from where everything is coming from. This is supremacy. That's why Krishna says, Avajananti Mamuda, you fools, do not even understand. I have come just to, attract all of you. Just like a father who is attracted to the child and child got dementia. Dementia? Forgets, mental, a child gets into, forgetfulness. What's happens to the father? Father becomes attached to the child. Child, you are not able to recognize me. Let me take to the ice cream parlor where you used to have ice cream. Let me take to the beautiful scenic places where you used to like, so that you can regain your memories. Similarly, Lord Krishna comes to this world, Paritranaya Sadhunam, Vinashaya Dushritam, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. Yeah. So Lord Krishna comes to this world, all these things He does, for killing the demons, protecting the devotees. But the important thing why Lord Krishna comes to this world is, reawaken sleeping souls who are actually forgotten. The entire world, the spiritual world, where we were all living happily once upon a time, and we have come to this world suffering today. So Lord Krishna comes to wake us up, so that please understand, don't fight for burnt vada. Just leave it. You will have unlimited vada, which will be you just desire it, vada will appear. Urad vada, Prabhuji. It's actually, now is Chaturmas. You are not supposed to have the urad dal. So I'm just giving an example. You think about urad vada will come. Think about mango. Mango will fly in any of the trees. One tree has the ability to give all types of fruits. That is spiritual world. Yeah, there is Chintamani Prakara Sadmashu. Yeah, everything in the spiritual world is Chintamani jewel. Anything you wish for, everything is available. And you don't have to work out 9.15 hours thinking about, training, I need to learn Java, I need to learn Python, I need to learn Visual Basic. Every week there's a test, once in 2 weeks there's an exam. If I don't get percentile. So if we understand that our journey, for example, if our journey is only 20 minutes, are we going to start polishing the train seats? Oh, I need to have nice seat. Let me put the flower. Let me sit nicely. I need to, clean everything. 20 minutes ka journey hai, leave it, and if someone comes and says, okay, fine, let me stand. So similarly, we need to really understand the futility of this world. That is very, very short-lived. So Param Bhavam Ajananto, if you understand the glory of the Lord in the spiritual world and the opportunity we have, if we tolerate in this world and educate ourselves, what is the opportunity we have to go back to the spiritual world and enjoy, where there is no absolutely 9.15 hours, absolutely no Java, no Visual Basic, no Python, no machine learning, no AI, no, testing to do. Nothing is there. Just enjoy with Lord Krishna and, resting, not resting, and just keep on throwing rasgulla to one another's mouth and enjoy the bliss. Once we understand the glory of the Lord, we start tolerating. It's okay. Wife burnt the vada. It's okay. Wife didn't cook the idli. It was half baked. It's okay. You start. We really need to develop that. Only we can do when we realize the glory. When Sachin Tendulkar walks in, if you are not knowing Sachin Tendulkar, you don't even think about respecting him. If you know the glory of Tendulkar, immediately we embrace him. We think we know the glory because we have seen the activities of him. We have seen the activities of the Lord Krishna. Then we develop the interest to know about him and respect him and recognize presence of Creator in every part of creation. That is Bhagavad Gita. If you really, take this Bhagavad Gita seriously, read it, we all become spiritual scientists, spiritual seekers, where we become sensitive to the activities of this material world. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Thank you.